Hi, this is Chuck with BE Meyers. We get a lot of questions about MAWL-X1. What is it? Is it the same as other MAWLs? Is it different? What's the difference? So we're going to do this video today and just kind of talk a little bit about X1 history and the fact that it's still out there and still chugging away. The MAWL-X1 came out of a requirement for some testing units coming out of Fort Belvoir back in 2018. They had looked at and done market research on the MAWL line, and they had made some recommendations for suggestions. Those were already in the works. So the designation X1 was given to the new MAWL with these revisions that just became the latest generation of the rest of the MAWL line anyway. The Army has kept that along the way and has not changed the designation back to any other MAWL. So when the Army gets these MAWL, they're designated X1. There's currently right around 1,000 that have been fielded under this experiment, and they are mostly in the light organizations, 82nd, 25th, 101st, and the 82nd Arms Rooms. They're still out there, they're still chugging away, but they are earlier generations of MAWL than what BE Meyers is producing today. As the MAWL line improves, the X1 improves with it. So if someone was to buy an X1 today, it would not look like an X1 that was bought 3 years ago. It would look like a Generation 8 MAWL, just like the DA, ER, and the C1 Plus. So you're getting all of the advancements in the evolution of the design, and it's all based upon timeline when the X1 was purchased. The X1 was submitted in 2022 to Advanced Warfighter Experiment down at Fort Benning, Georgia. I was able to go down there and see soldiers put the laser through its paces, and the reviews from the soldier touch point were absolutely phenomenal. The soldiers loved the unit compared to the legacy units that they were tested against. They outperformed them in every measurable way. The MAWL's X1 is not tied to an NSN, so these incremental developments have been able to be made all the way along its developmental cycle. There are multiple contract vessels that are still in place that will allow government organizations to buy the X1 if they so choose. The Laser Safety Review Board testing that was done applies to all of the MAWL-X1s, so they are compliant with all FDA and Laser Board safety guidelines for procurement and fielding to any of the elements in the DoD or federal enterprise. So I hope that kind of clarifies what an X1 is and what an X1 isn't, and give you guys a little bit of backstory on where the X1 came from. This is Chuck, and I'll see you guys on the next video.